We don't need you anymore. You're out. The text burned into my phone screen, sharp as a guillotine. I was strapped to a hospital bed, groggy from anesthesia, my side throbbing from a recent appendectomy. The message was from my boss, Nathan Pierce, and it wasn't just a dismissal, it was a gut punch. I'm Sarah Ellison, 37, former director of client success at Apex Strategies, a Seattle-based consulting firm. For 9 years, I'd built their client portfolio, sacrificing weekends, birthdays, and sleep to secure deals that kept Apex ahead. Now, in the fluorescent glare of Harborview Medical's recovery room, I was tossed aside like yesterday's news. Shock gave way to fury. Nathan had sent this while I was still hooked to Infor, my brother pacing the waiting room, terrified I wouldn't wake up. The betrayal stung worse than the stitches. I gripped the phone, fighting tears, when a dry chuckle came from the next bed. That bad, huh? The man there, admitted that morning, looked at me with a mix of curiosity and amusement. Mid-50s, salt and pepper hair, his eyes sharp despite the 4 in his arm. I'd seen his chart. Michael Brennan. The name tugged at my memory, dulled by painkillers. Fired. Via text, I muttered, showing him the screen. He read it, then whistled. That's cold. Even for this game. His voice had a calm authority, and it hit me. Michael Brennan, CEO of Vertex Solutions, Apex's fiercest competitor. They'd been nipping at our clients for years, and Nathan was obsessed with keeping me away from their radar. Now, here was their CEO, watching my career implode. They don't deserve you, Michael said, leaning back. But your clients? They'll notice you're gone. His words lit a spark. I'd spent years earning the trust of major accounts, executives who leaned on me during high-stakes deals. Nathan thought he could pass them to his cousin, a smug newbie with no grasp of their needs. Big mistake. Rage steadied my shaking hands. This wasn't the end. It was a chance. Morning brought the sharp scent of disinfectant and weak coffee. I stared at the ceiling, Nathan's text looping in my mind. You're out. 9 years gone. Michael was awake, jotting notes, looking more like a deal-maker than a patient. No sleep, he asked. Nope, I said. Hard to when your life's upended. Not upended, he corrected. Repositioned. How many clients did you handle at Apex? 15 key accounts. 30 smaller ones. Revenue. I paused. Sharing felt like crossing a line, but Nathan had already crossed it. About 60 million annually. His eyes gleamed. And they trusted you? Enough to call me at midnight with crises, I said, thinking of CEOs who'd thanked me for saving their deals. Michael set his pen down. Vertex needs someone like you, someone who gets the people, not just the profits. Join us, Sarah. You'll have real power, no one clipping your wings. My heart raced. A job? Here? Timing's never perfect, he said with a half smile. You know that. But Nathan, he'll sue. Non-compete, the works. Michael shrugged. Apex is Seattle. We're Portland. Courts don't enforce non-competes when you're fired without cause. You're free. Hope surged. I picture Nathan's shock when he realized his stunt had pushed me to his rival. When I left the hospital, Michael's card was in my hand, a note scrawled on it. Call soon. Chances like this don't linger. At home, I dialed Vertex. Miss Ellison, Mr. Brennan's expecting you, a smooth voice said. Wednesday work. Wednesday, I stepped into Vertex's Portland office, all glass and steel. Michael greeted me warmly, sliding over a contract, Director of Client Engagement with Equity and Autonomy. I signed, feeling the weight of a new beginning. The next week, I reached out to 3 loyal clients, not to pitch, but to be honest. I'm with Vertex now. I'm still here for you. Their response was instant. If you're at Vertex, we're interested, one said. Another snorted. Nathan's cousin called. He didn't know our quarterly goals. By Tuesday, 2 clients requested Vertex proposals. Nathan called, voice tight. Sarah, you're poaching. This is a lawsuit. You fired me, I said coolly. Clients choose who they trust. You'll pay for this, he hissed. I hung up unshaken. Vertex's lawyer, Anika Patel, had me covered. You took nothing proprietary. They came to you. That's business. Soon, a major client cited my name in their contract, demanding I lead. Another followed. Then a colleague, Jenna, called with dirt. Nathan's cooking the books, inflating numbers to hide losses. The board sniffing around. Nathan's voicemails turned desperate, then silent. 3 clients signed with Vertex. Then news broke. Nathan was sacked as CEO, his cousin out, Apex hemorrhaging accounts. Months later, Vertex soared. I led a thriving team, my work untainted by office politics. One night, my brother poured us whiskey. You didn't just win, he said. You rewrote the game. I sipped, reflecting. It wasn't about winning, it was about reclaiming my value. Nathan thought he'd crushed me. Instead, he'd unlocked my future.